Atari, Coco, Intellivision, the greatest games we've seen. Nintendo power in our hands, a pixelated dream. Back to the days of high scores, the ultimate gaming team. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, yeah, the show's about to start. Talking pixels, flippers, and the tech that stole our heart. From the joystick to the headset, come on and play your part. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, a brand new world to chart. Then the silver ball starts flying, hear the bumpers and the bells, chasing that multi-ball magic, the stories that it tells. From the classic wooden cabinets to the digital spells, every play's a new adventure, breaks you from your shells. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, yeah, the show's about to start. Talking pixels, flippers, and the tech that stole our heart. From the joystick to the headset, come on and play your part. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, a brand new world to chart. Now we're strapping on the goggles, worlds are virtual and bright. Stepping into new dimensions, bathed in neon light. The future's here, it's crystal clear, and everything feels right. Connecting past and present.
Welcome to Hangin' Out.
And through
Let's do this.
the night.
Hey, everybody.
I was still muted. How's it going? Oh,
Hey guys,
welcome to the show, Chris.
thanks. Thanks for having me. This is great.
Yeah.
Glad you were able to come on. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I suggested to Poe that we have you on, and he was like, that guy? Really? And I,
That's what I figured. I'm definitely going then.
no. I said to Poe, I said, I think I'm going to ask Chris if he wants to come on. He said, that would be awesome. So we invited Chris on, and he said, yeah. So here he is. So me and Poe are going to go get dinner, and Chris, you got the show.
Gotcha.
We'll be back in about 45 minutes. But,
Everyone, I got you Spirit Airline tickets directly to Offgrid's barn there, and we can steal all of his stuff while he's at dinner.
there you go. All right, let's do a quick rundown on the chat. Casey was here first.
Casey?
Hey, Casey.
From apparently from the houseboat. He's at the houseboat, services spotty on the lake.
Yeah, I'm at the summer cottage. Just got off the yacht myself. And,
let's see. This chick came in. I don't know. She keeps sneaking in. G. Parker's Arcade Room was third. I like Casey blaming Poe for us being late. We were not late. We were just on time for us. But he was glad to see. Oh yeah, Chris is on today.
I'm here.
Right.
So that's good.
Hey, Casey.
Joker's here. Always good to see Joker. People are saying hello. Uh-oh. The Creeper's here.
hey,
He's
Creeper.
got something hanging out. We got a thumbnail we're holding on to for just such a sentiment. One of these days it's gonna pop up there if I don't have anything beforehand. This guy, who's this guy? Derek, Pixertorium.
Hey, Derek.
Derek, the master of all things Discord. Pierre. Pierre is here.
Hey, Pierre.
Good to see you. And I was about to say, I think that's everybody. And then 8-Bit Steve. Nice.
Hey, Steve. I don't think I've seen him before.
Yeah.
How's it going?
He's a regular in our chat. So welcome back. Good to see you. So, Chris, how's things going over at your place? First time here, but we're just going to do the normal. How's your week going, or how did your week go?
Week's been okay. Work's been kind of low key, and then just been hanging out with Mrs. C and making artwork for our stream, and hanging out with you guys and talking to you guys in chat all the time, and
Right.
It's been a chill week.
Nice. Yeah, it's so busy there's so many live streams. It's funny, we don't get to see each other all the time, but we see each other all the time.
Right.
It's pretty awesome. Oh, how'd your week go?
Yeah, well, glad the work week is over. But yeah, same old as far as work week goes. But then of course, I had the evening doctor's appointment and dentist appointment, a couple different nights. I hate that. When the work day is done, I'm just ready to go home, be done with it. But yeah, mostly I spend my evenings watching the live stream instead of anything else. That's my evening entertainment. Made a few videos this week, and actually one of the channels had marathon of Tales from the Crypt on, uncensored. So the wife and I love that. But we actually sat one night and watched a bunch of those instead of me going to make a video. So that was a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah, you put out quite a few videos this week. It was a good week for your videos.
Yeah, and then having a 3-day weekend, I haven't recorded anything at all here Saturday or today. So
what are you doing tomorrow? You're off tomorrow, right? With the holiday?
I might record something. I'm off, or maybe some VR, some golfing, some mini golf.
Maybe some. Chris, do you have walkabout mini golf?
I do. I've never played it.
Perfect.
What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? What do you got for the holiday? Any plans?
I got to work a little bit in the morning, and then my folks are coming over, and we're making pizza and just hanging out for a little while.
Nice.
Yeah, because it sounds like it could be a good walkabout day. Walkabout mini golf is really fun. Awesome game to play with friends. It's so cool to get in a multiplayer game and give each other crap and all that, but to just be able to turn and look at each other, see each other playing, and it's a good time. It's a great time.
I got my MetaQuest 3 VR headset a while ago, pretty long while ago, and then I just now have kind of really started playing it a lot with pinball, and then I downloaded that pickleball, whatever the top-rated pickleball game, and that's when you are at a when you don't move around a lot at work, that can be a workout. Right.
That's why we like the walkabout mini golf. That's just nice and easy.
Well, there was Bart and I and the Gaming Road Warrior. I don't know what it was, 2-3 years back. We played that Archer game, which is fun as hell. But holy crap, you wake up the next morning, you're like, oh.
It was brutal. It was so fun though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Waves of orcs coming at you, and you're just launch as quick as possible, which doesn't seem bad. But you do this for, half an hour. As people in your 50s, you start feeling it. Yeah.
Do you see what Mr. Retro Creep just said?
I see what Creeper said.
He's not lying. I said, hey, because I sent him a Facebook friend request from my personal account, and because I saw him on the People You Might Know, and I said, hey, this is FamousorCHRISpy. Don't worry, I'm not spam. I know it's hard to tell from my big tits.
Nice. Yeah, Derek. maybe I should charge his quest so he can watch us play.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
we send.
Oh, good.
I was just to say we send Derek a invite to play mini golf with us when we're on hole 18. By the time he gets everything hooked up and in, we're just finishing. No, we get Derek in there sometimes. Hey, Jabba's here. Good to see you, Jabba.
Hey, Jabba.
Pinball Wizard.
That is right. But what were you
I know
saying
that
about-
you say try to get 10% of Jabba's score, but damn it, I want to beat him one table one time.
Yeah. Well, I had mine a couple weeks ago. I beat him on one table, and I was very thankful that he didn't play again. I'm sure he could have passed me, but he let me have it, I think. But yeah, not to hijack the show and talk just only pinball, but Casey threw down a heck of a game on that aerobatics.
Right.
He's at 7 million. It's like, jeez.
Casey, that's what I've been holding out for. I've been hammering that table all day trying to catch you. It's coming, brother.
Yeah, that's not an easy table to get a good score on.
I enjoy those. The EMs and the retros. They're like at first you hate them, but I think the more you play them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's a couple of Zachary has been releasing the EM pluses, and then they trickle over to the AT games. And that the newest EM plus, that I won't bring up the fact that G. Parker, he bought the table but didn't realize he already had the deluxe version, so he did a video and he played the wrong table. I won't point that out, but so then he played the EM plus. But Magic Castle EM plus, it is available on AT games now, but it's also Zaccaria. And I don't know if they're all making I don't know how those EM pluses are working with the Switch. I'm pretty sure you can't play them on the Sprint. On the Switch, I don't know if they're all coming to it, but that Magic Castle, even though Magic Castle sounds like it's going to be like a medieval theme or something like that, it's like there's Dracula's on there and it's bats. It's like a horror theme more than anything.
Oh,
that's
cool.
That's my favorite of the EM table so far, and not just because of the design, but
I
also
gotta check it
because
out. I like ones that are horror themed. So.
Yeah, same here. That Carly or Mrs. C and I were just talking the other day about our favorite ones are the horror ones, and we don't even watch horror movies really.
Yeah,
they're just super cool. The vibe of it is just super cool.
Right.
Jabba was just putting a score up on Knight Rider. I think I used to have a pretty good score on that table. I'm guessing now I don't.
I was terrible at it, but I did a one and done.
Yeah.
And so far the police table. I might play the police table again.
And I'll get Chris, because you're a captive audience, and I never got a chance to speak directly with you before while I'm looking to see how bad Jabba beat us. That's actually how my channel started. The Offgrid Arcade channel started because I had a different channel about living off-grid, and I said, I'm going to play some pinball tables, and it was October. So I played like I made 3 or 4 pinball videos playing horror themed, not horror theme. That's a whole different thing. But horror themed pinball table. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start a new channel and call it Off-Grid Arcade. And so that's how, and playing Spooky on Zaccaria Pinball was one of my first tables I played on my current channel. So
Nice.
it was all about pinball and oh Jesus. So if you had checked the scores on Knight Rider before the show, Polo was at number 1 with 130 million. I had 103. Jabba now has 285 million. So he set up.
I'm not shooting for Jabba on that one this weekend.
Yeah. Now, are you going to play? Did you play it yet, Knight Rider, Chris?
I played it on. I have it on VR. I played it the first night you guys announced it, and I was getting the best I could do was I played it probably 15 times. The best I got was maybe 30 or 40 million. I forget.
Yeah. Well, and this Jabba pointed it out. I'm pretty sure I got it from Jabba, and then I was telling Casey about it, I think. Hammer that RPM thing on the right-hand side of the table. Here's the tip of the day to try to beat my score. Hit that RPM thing. After you hit it like 3 times, it's on the right-hand side between the orbit and the other.
Okay,
thing.
yeah, the one that said
And it increases the speed.
needs,
Yeah. And yeah, we need to increase the speed, Michael.
Mhm.
After you hit it, I think 3 times, it activates the RPM light. Next hit, 6 million. Next hit, 6 million. Next hit, 6 million. You can get a
if you
ton
line
of
it.
points
Okay.
just by hitting that RPM line. Now,
Okay.
in my game, I got that 130 million or whatever I got, or 103 million. I got, I did that 2 or 3 times. I also completed a couple modes. One of the modes got me 12 million. One of the modes got me like 19 million. But you could just hit, if you can get good at hitting that RPM lane,
And then keep.
You-
Gotcha.
yeah, until the timer runs out, you'll get 6 million every time you're hitting that thing. And then it'll reset, and then you got to knock it 3 times again and reactivate it. So there's your tip.
Okay.
Do that.
All
and
right.
You can beat me. See, now how many people run a contest and then tell people how to beat them? See, that's the kind of
No, nobody charging money to enter.
right. And that's how I am with all the stuff. Of course, when we're doing our console stuff over here, most of the games that we play, I've never played them before, so I don't have many tips for that. But whenever it's a pinball, if you've never played a pinball table, I usually will put out a video for it, and I will tell all of the tips that I know. I'll put in there because I'm like, if you've never played the table and you watched my video and then you beat me, I'm like, way to go! That's awesome.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but
It also proves you're a good coach.
yeah. Hey, Michael's here, Retro Gamer 1977.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Have you played the VR tables in mixed reality, Chris?
No, can I do that with is that Pinball FX I can do that with?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, last Christmas I put the Charlie Brown Christmas table in my living room next to my tree. It's so freaking cool, you know. I would play like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to try that then, yeah, for sure. Because that's the place I will prefer to play the tables right now. So I have all the FX suite.
Nice. Yeah. Now, Kelly and I live in a tiny house, so it's funny when I do the mixed reality. I'll put the 2 tables kind of facing each other up against the walls of our house the long way, and it's just enough room that I can play the one table and then turn around and play the other table. I have like a 3-foot space between them, but it's cool because you can see your own house and a pinball table sitting there.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'm gonna try that probably after we're done tonight. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
it's a neat thing. And there's what's that zombie game we were playing? Is it the cabin where you can go in that mixed reality mode and the zombies will be breaking into your house? You can put windows where your windows are, and then it knows where to come through, and you're like standing in your living room shooting these zombies. It's pretty cool. Yeah, mixed reality is pretty. It's got some really neat stuff, especially in that Quest 3 with the color pass through. So definitely worth playing. And we say it every time. You can watch people's videos on YouTube all you want. It doesn't do it any justice.
It doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, you get into the headset and it's so much better.
Even if it's a cartoony game, you're still into it because it's all around you, you know. It's stuff going on.
You're like, that son of a bitch just broke my window. God dang it. I installed that window in this tiny house. But, yeah. And then people watching you get to watch you freaking out shooting at nothing with your controller.
Oh, yeah, my daughter had a good time doing that. She'll record me. I was playing that Madison, and I'm going through clues. And she recorded me on Snapchat and sent it to me where I'm just standing there in the living room with the controllers in my hand. And I'm going through these clues looking like an idiot.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So
I think I think Mrs. C walked by the door. Couldn't sleep, and it was probably 3 or 4 in the morning, and I put it on. I'm sitting there in my underwear playing. I think she got up and caught me. I'm surprised she didn't take a picture and threaten me with it.
That's ammo for next time you get out of line. Oh, that's funny. So, so what's going on up there, Poe? You said, is it raining up there? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we had a little tiny bit of sun earlier, but that was it. Now it's just rain.
How are the temps hanging out? Is it?
We were close to 80 today. We were close to 80. Now it's 76 in here. I'm not sure what it is out there right now, but it's still nice. I mean, as far as that goes, but a little bit of a wet walk between here and the house, that's for sure.
Right? Yeah. How about where you're out there, Chris? How's the weather?
It's Jekyll and Hyde weather right now. It'll be like 50 degrees one day and 80 the next.
Okay.
And I guess St. Louis is just like that. We don't know. Tornadoes and thunderstorms.
Yeah. It's hot and windy here. It's mid 90s. I came home, and first thing I do is fire up the air conditioner out here, and the thermometer just says high because it doesn't have triple digits, so it just says high. So it was over 100 degrees in here when I got home, but we're down to 83 in here, so it's nice weather. And I don't know if you guys caught much of the Thursday night show, but it cut loose raining on me, and I was having to mute the microphone just because the wind was hitting me. The whole trailer's rocking. Don't come a knocking. Oh, wrong reason. But just crazy. But the last few days have been really nice. Oh, Jabba's heading out. Jump into a round of golf before bed. All right. Good luck on the golf. After seeing your pinball score you threw up, I hope you score really high in golf too. All right, we'll see you on the replay. And Jabba's over there in England, so it's late for him to be here.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it. Yeah. So I finally, totally not retro related or anything, I finally got my car going after all these months, and I had changed out the alternator. And I know the old alternator was bad. It was draining the battery, and I put the old voltmeter on the battery to see how much power it was putting on, and it was putting 14.5 volts into the battery, but it was also putting 30 volts of AC into the battery, which is not a good thing. So right. I changed it out, and I bought an aftermarket alternator. Had to rip the whole cooling system out to get to the dang thing. Just a mess. Put it in. Started up, and instantly the dashboard saying, check charging system immediately. I'm like, what did I do wrong? And I just left it parked for 3-4 months. I'm like, I'm going to have to take it to Lincoln and figure out what's going on. Because, then I did some searching around, research. Apparently the Lincoln cars are very famous for, if you get a aftermarket part, alternator, the chip inside the alternator, if it doesn't send the exact signal that the Lincoln's looking for, it will give you that code, even if everything's fine. So it's basically...
maybe you're just okay then.
Yeah, it's like, as long as it's putting the right voltage into the battery, it's basically just clear it. So every time I start the car, it'll say, hey, check the charging system. I just say, okay, and then it runs fine. But for months, we've been driving but now with the gas prices getting like they are, I'm like, I can't afford to keep driving that truck. The truck's lucky to get 20 miles per gallon. In the car, I get 30 to 35. And I'm like, yeah, we need to get that car going. And all that time, it's just because it's not sending the signal that Lincoln's looking for. They want you to buy that $400 alternator. Instead of getting the bad enough $179 alternator I had to settle for. It's like, what happened to alternators being like $35?
Right.
Just throw it in there. It's like,
they weren't too bad to put on back in the day either.
Yeah. But anyway, so now we got the car running, so that's nice. We can drive the car again. But now it's supposed to rain like crazy tomorrow, I guess. So we may have 2 or 3 days where I have to drive the truck just because we need 4-wheel drive to get out of here if it rains. But I don't know. Anyway, so Chris, you were saying, did you have some Atari news or something you heard today, right?
Oh, I saw briefly right before we got on. Atari filed a patent or refiled a patent for the Atari 800 XL computer, and there was something about a commercial with Mr. T. I guess the Australian media, when that computer came out, had Mr. T as their spokesperson. And I forgot who they said the American spokesperson was, but it was not as cool as Mr. T, that's for sure.
Wow. Yeah, it was probably oh shoot, now I can't remember what's his name from Different Stroke. What you talking about, Willis?
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman.
Gary
Remember
Coleman,
he used
yeah.
to put on that
So a lot of
headpiece.
Atari computer stuff. A lot of Atari computers was Alan Alda back in the day, but
That's
I don't know.
what it was. Now I regret what I said because I also think Alan Alda's pretty cool.
Yeah. Alan Alda,
If
yeah.
you've ever seen what's his name on Saturday Night Live from about 10, 12 years ago, do Alan Alda when they were doing like they did like the Star Wars audition spoof. Bill Hader is Alan
Oh,
Alda. Yeah.
hey, we got Daniel's here from Ireland. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in the wee hours of the morning, I guess. Is it just after midnight there? That's awesome. Nice to have you on the show.
Yeah, hey,
See?
Daniel.
We have Chris on, and look what happens. Worldwide, instantly.
Everybody from every. We actually had our first folks from outside of the people came in on Friday night that we didn't have any association with any of the people we've been hanging out with. So that was kind of
nice.
Nice. Yeah. We have Jabba's a regular, and he's from England.
Mhm.
Now we got Daniel here from Ireland. Retro Man Randy Savage, he's also from England. He used to come in a lot. And
what a cool name.
yeah. And then we got Gideon. He's our he calls himself our favorite windmiller from the Netherlands. He pops in quite often. So we have quite a few people from over there. I guess it gets late enough, early enough in the morning, they get delirious because they're tired. So they think Poe and I are entertaining. What are you talking about tonight? So far, we've been talking about just random stuff. But right now we're talking about that Atari 800.
Yeah, I guess they think their speculation is that Atari will have or release the 800 again in some fashion, whether it's a micro console or it would be cool if they did something like that with that. I don't know if y'all have seen that Commodore 64 Ultimate. I guess it's just like a really faithful recreation of the original.
Yeah.
Looks super cool, but yeah.
Nice. And I'm not familiar with the Atari 800 at all. Big surprise.
I actually wasn't familiar with Atari or Intellivision much until last fall. I grew up an NES kid, and I remember seeing an Intellivision at somebody's house when I was 4 or 5. Well, that phone-looking controller when you're 4 or 5 years old is not something you want to be dealing with. So I just put it away. Then I saw a commercial for the Pac-Man 2600 Plus, and I don't know, maybe August or September. And I said, that's cool. I really want one of those. And then I got that. I started watching Papa Pete somehow because I saw the Sprint commercial. Yeah, dude.
See, you mentioned stuff. Poe just pulls it out from wherever.
Yeah, and I love that. I've been collecting 26. Well, actually, the reason I'm collecting 2600 games really is because I sold my pretty sizable NES and Super Nintendo collection a while back, and I wanted to feel the itch of, or I wanted to scratch the itch of collecting games. And Atari 2600 games, for the most part, are not the same price as NES games.
Yeah. Poe, did you just read that from Daniel? I've been told that Sega Genesis controllers work on Atari video game console and portable Atari video game console.
Yeah, you can use the controller. Yep.
Nice.
If you want a gamepad, that's a quick and easy way on your 2600.
Yeah. Here, I'm not even sure what that means. I'm just going to put it up and let Poe read it. The Atari video game console might have internet connection. I don't know. I got my first Atari ever on Black Friday this past year. So, like you, Chris, I don't have a whole lot of experience with Atari, which is why I love it when Poe picks these games for the Atari challenges. And we do that one and done. And it's the first time I've ever played it. I'm recording a video the day before we go live of our competition. And it's like, it's going to be bad. Poe will send me a message. He's like, I sent you my gameplay. It's really bad. And then I get like half of his score. And I'm like, well,
I think it is part of the fun. It gets people to play something maybe they never played before. But it also, with no practice, it's like going into it. Anybody could suck at it. It's anybody's game, really. You know?
Right. Yeah. And Worm Womper's working out that way. I've seen a couple people. I think Creeper said he had played it before, but it'd been a long, long time. So it's like it's refreshed. You know, it's like it's almost new again. And the one and done makes it brutal. It's like, yeah, you get what you get.
I actually had way more fun than anybody should have business doing on that squeeze box.
Oh
yeah,
that's a fun little game. Yeah, Phil knows all about Atari. He loves Pac-Man for the 2600. That's right. When I got a 7800 plus because they had them $50 on Black Friday for like 3 hours. And Poe happened to see it, so he sent me a text. I'm like, I'm on it. And Phil sent me a bunch of Atari games because he knew I never had one. And yeah, he kept all the Pac-Mans for himself, though. He's a hoarder.
Don't worry, you're not missing much. So what are some of your guys' favorite 2600 or 7800 games yourselves?
Keystone Capers.
Okay.
Big game. Yeah, lots of Activision and Magic games are my favorite. Yeah. I grew up in Atlantis. I loved that game as a kid. So, and it's even more fun on the Intellivision. You can do more with it, I think. So,
is that the one where you have the 3 stations?
Yes.
And you're shooting. Yeah, I like that. I have that. I like that one too. That one and Demon Attack.
Demon Attack. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I don't have a whole lot of experience with Atari, but when the first time I played Keystone Capers, and then what's the one for the 7800, the homebrew?
There's Coppers. Yeah, Coppers.
Keystone Coppers. That's awesome.
Oh, the opcode isn't that like an opcode?
Opcode's selling now. Yeah.
I ordered the Donkey Kong 7800 Deluxe.
I saw some people were getting it already, or getting it now. So.
They are?
Yeah.
I ordered that at like right after Halloween, and the date kept getting pushed back. I started getting aggravated, and then I talked to some folks, and I guess Phil had a interview with the dude that runs the show, and he gave, it sucks that I have to wait that long, but I kind of understand what's going on now, at least.
Yeah, they got a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
And another thing you have to do too is when you order those things or pre-order those things, you got to keep checking your email to do the shipping thing when it's time to ship.
Oh, I probably ought to do that here soon if you say.
Yeah, he'll notify you then about. I think that's when you do the shipping cost for it. So, yeah, look through your junk and everything, your email.
Okay.
We got some answers here in the chat. Chaos likes the 2600 version of Atlantis better, even though the Intellivision is pretty dope. I've never played. Maybe I did play Atlantis on the 2600, but I played it on the Intellivision, of course.
Yeah, the Intellivision version lets you have a little ship in the center that you can bring out, where the 2600 doesn't have that.
Oh, I need to check that out. Then I didn't even know it was on Intellivision. I think I probably have all the original ones on the system, but on the Sprint. But yeah, I'll check that out for sure.
8-Bit Steve says Crackpots is good.
Yeah, I like that one too.
The Creeper says Demon Attack, all caps rules.
He showed me a cool one, Spider Fighter, I think it was.
Oh, love Spider Fighter.
Yeah. I love games like that. Those shooting games like that have been my favorite so far for sure.
Yeah, Spider Fighter is awesome. Food Fight is great for the 7800.
I'm just, everybody's naming stuff, and I have just about all of these sitting here. It's Food Fight.
I'm telling you, Poe just reaches down, pulls them out of his. Anyway, the next, let's see. I put it up and didn't read it. Does first generation Atari video games work on Atari Jaguar video game console from 1993? Poe, what's the word on that?
Nope. Just Jag games work on the Jag, unfortunately.
Casey says, Creeper! Let's see. How often do you look at your junk, Poe?
Constantly. I always keep my junk out here because there's so much of it. It won't get in the house.
Not nearly as much as your mom looks as it's junk.
Oh, getting into mom jokes a little late.
Oh, here we go.
Is it just me, or has this week's show been a little cooler than it's ever been? That's because Chris is here.
Right.
Let's see. Chaos is talking here about Atlantis again. They're both colorful and awesome in their own right. Just have more nostalgia. Yeah, that happens a lot of time. If you want a wicked, fun, deep dive, Atari 2600, Revenge of the Beefsteak Tomatoes.
Hey, Creep, I just watched, what's his name that doesn't make videos? Classic Game Room. I a lot of times have that on just like a playlist, and I just watched that one earlier today.
He is such a cool dude. He's from near here, and I got to meet him at the Pittsburgh gaming convention.
Nice.
One that Ballistic Coffee Boy showed on the Papa Pete's show a couple weeks ago was Space Master X7. You guys ever played that one?
No,
It's a shooter with a little twist. It's hard to explain. There's a diamond you can't touch, and it keeps growing and contracting, and you have to shoot the thing in the middle.
Oh, nice.
That homebrew, that arcade game, was that called EK Arcade or something like that, Bart? Remember I had Gremlins and...
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I've been trying to think of the name. It's a pretty cool thing, and that's only for the arcade, though, right? They didn't make a console version, did they?
I don't think they did. Man, I got to turn on the iArcade tonight, play some of that. That's a great game.
I have it on the. I don't know if you've seen that one, Chris. It's someone made a homebrew game of Donkey Kong, but you can play all these different themes. So
is it? What's it on?
I don't know if you can play it on PC. Also, was it on itch.io or something, or where do we even get it? But
for 2600 though,
our arcades.
It's an arcade game. You could probably play it.
It's the arcade ROM that's hacked.
Yeah, they made all these different old movies, Donkey Kong style.
Oh, cool. I want to see that.
Instead of barrels, you might be jumping over snakes or the little.
And I don't remember the name exactly. So after the show here, I'll go down and fire up the arcade.
If you look back, there's videos on both of our channels from probably 3 years ago. Playing it. Creeper said Spider Fighters is the tops.
Oh yeah.
Jaguar.
The Jaguar.
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 Poe is pulling the games out of thin air.
I have a few others I'm waiting for people to mention so I can pull them out here. He did say squeeze box earlier, so that's still sitting there.
WCW versus NWO was the best time in pro wrestling sports entertainment. Steve agrees.
Oh,
Speaking of WCW, NWO, I'm not the biggest wrestling dude, but I did just see also today that there is a ROM hack for WCW NWO Revenge that I guess just came out. It's called something Starcade Edition, like a ROM hack for 64.
oh, nice.
So
I
that's
was
like
a big fan of the Wolf Pack back then. Ow! Remember that?
All right, Poe, let's see you pull this one out. Atari 5200 had a great version.
Everything 5200, I believe, is in the house. I haven't done a 5200 video in a long time. And it's just because, I just RF out. I have a converter for HDMI from that, but it still kind of looks like garbage. So, how about a Presto Magic? You seen one of these since the 80s? Get that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I do remember that.
Wow. And Daniel saying the Atari video games are on the Nintendo Switch. Yes, that is true.
Another version of Gremlins, a good game, is the Gremlins 2 NES is a really fun one.
Nice. I've never played that one. I had an NES, but I got that more for the kids. By that point, I had kind of phased over to PC stuff almost exclusively. Most of my Nintendo experience with all of the consoles was pretty much just jumping on and playing some Mario Kart from time to time with the kids, doing the 4-player split screen. But yeah, that's kind of my.
That's your Nintendo repertoire.
Yeah, but we got them every system from the NES all the way up through the Wii, and then they were grown and moved out of the house, so I stopped buying. But I did have that soft modded Wii, so you could just rent a game, pop it in there, and copy it to a hard drive. So that was nice. Not that I condone copying rented games to your soft modded Wii. I also hard modded the original Xbox that we got for the kids when that came out.
I've seen people that have that. That's really neat. I might be interested in getting one of those. I think the next thing I'm going to grab is a Wii and mod it so I can have like the GameCube and
See the Wii back then, it was a soft mod, so that was easy to do. You just run some soft.
And if somebody was a pirate enough, you could rent Wii games and put them on an external hard drive for your Wii.
Yeah.
And they had the Wii Flow app that showed the box artwork. You could flip it and read the back of it and everything.
Yeah. I remember Phil, our son, Kelly's oldest, he came over to the house and he brought, I forget what the game was, but he brought a Wii game over. And I popped it in the Wii and we were playing it for a little while. And I'm like, this is a really cool game. And he goes, if you want to borrow it, I can leave it here for a while. I'm like, I already ripped it, dude. It's on my hard drive. Matter of fact, you could have the disc an hour ago. We've been playing off the hard drive. He's like, what do you mean? Like, so.
Yeah, I ended up doing that with all of our Wii games that we own. Just put them on there. It was so much easier,
Yeah.
Hi, Casey's mom.
Mike's Gaming Gala is here. And, oh my gosh. He says, important question. Is he famous or crispy?
I guess this is as good a time as any to let folks know where I got my name from. My name's Chris, and my very first job was at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken and working the drive-thru. So I always had to ask, famous or crispy? Famous or crispy? And it was also a place my parents and I and my family always went to eat up together and stuff like that. But yeah. So I guess, Mike, do you want me spicy or not?
Mike always wants it spicy. But you can tell by the way his second thing in here was, it was his first. What's up? Casey's mom said hi. But Casey is with his mother right now, so I don't know if that's accurate.
Well, that could have changed everything for me, because as a teenager, I worked in a deli, and you had to ask the customer if they wanted the meat sliced or shaved. So I could have been sliced or shaved.
Sliced or shaved.
Sliced.
Just shaved meat.
Yeah, but I've told this story before, but getting back to the modding, I got that brand new Xbox for the kids for Christmas, and found out about putting a mod chip in it. So I cracked it open, soldered that thing in there with the tiniest little solder points, and put it all back together, turned it on, nothing.
Oh, no.
It wasn't smoking, even though there was a lot of smoke pouring out of my ex-wife's ears at that point, because I opened it back up, and I looked, and two of the solder joints I had bridged because they were so tiny. I cleaned up that one solder joint, well, two solder joints, made them cleaner, worked like a charm. And it was kind of the same deal. You could borrow games from your friends, or you could rent. Well, actually, what I would do is put them in my PC back when the CD burners were brand new technology, and you would rip it and burn it onto another CD. And the mod chip would allow you to read burned CDs. Not that I condone our...
You're just making copies of what you already owned.
I was making backup copies. That's what it was. It was backup copies for my own personal use. But let's see. Mike said Letter Bomb mod on the Wii was awesome. Let's see. Daniel says, do you know about Retro Realms, the video game, and the game needs new content in 2D and 8 players and 3D and 8 players, and it's 2D side-scroller. I don't know anything about it.
Well, Retro Realms, it sounds familiar. Yeah. With Retro Realms.
Retro Realms, the video game.
That's the one that is, oh, gosh darn it. Yeah, Retro Realms. I have that game. That's Halloween. And, Evil Dead, I think, was on that one. Remember, it's all arcadey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then in the game at the beginning, there's another couple cabinets that are blacked out, like they were going to add something to it in the future, and they never did.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. 8-Bit Steve says, ha, Casey's mom. I could tell some stories. Operation Shutdown is in the house. This chat is always spicy. And Mike's Gaming Gala says, Crispy's mom is spicy, so I'll take Chris regular. Oh.
I guess that's from when my mom was acting too wild. He has to come over to my house so I could calm him down.
The chat here is always PG. Pretty graphic.
Right?
Let's see. The Wii and the Wii U go together with 32 gigabit hard drive. Nice. Mike's getting hellos. We are very considerate in this chat. We consider everybody's mother fair game. Yeah. It is fun, though, when you get to play on the stuff. Last time I went to visit my mom in Phoenix, I sent out a message saying, well, I made it to my mom's house. Glad to see that Mike's car wasn't in the driveway. And, of course, he responded, I just left. I think when I arrived there, I was on a Tuesday, and they were live. But on the Retro Bliss Rewind.
So y'all's Mother's Day thumbnail for your show, I was scrolling YouTube, and I really did a spit take because my very first thought was, oh, that one is definitely Mike's mom.
Yeah, that was Poe sent an original version of that, and then Mike, the Gaming Road Warrior, said something about which one is Mike's mom. So Poe changed the bathing suit on the one to make it more clear, and then he sent it, and I said, perfect, I'm using it. I don't know if he was 100% intending on that to be the one to be used, but it was too good to not use. you got to just use it. So, yeah, that gives people I just like the wording. Happy Your Mother's Day.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's what it said across the top. Happy Your Mother's Day, hanging out. Yeah, good times, good times. It's like junior high all over again. Now, you're a bit younger than us, though, right, Chris?
I'm 45. I'll be 46 here in July.
46. Yeah, I remember it well. The 40s. Is G. Parker still here? If Greg's still here, he'll make me feel young. But otherwise, I think I'm probably the oldest one here right now. I'm 57. So I got a few years. And I did the math because Mike's Gaming Gala, he's also 45, I think. And I did the math one time. You are closer to my son's age than you are to my age. My oldest son is 38 now.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
You were young, though.
Yeah, I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
I turned 19 the month after he was born. So I was pretty young. And then he had his daughter when he was 20. So I was 38 when I became a grandfather. I turned 39.
I don't even have kids, and just to even think about me being a grandpa would be wild. It's wild to me.
Yeah. I got my oldest granddaughter's going to be a senior in high school. You're like, it's cliche. We all say it. Last week my kid was just in diapers and now he's got a kid that's in high school, but it's true. Man, you look back and like, holy crap, Poe's got his boy is over and serving in the Air Force. And it's like, if you ask him a couple months ago, he was teaching him how to ride a bike. It's like, how did this suddenly happen?
He was doing our challenges back on the show back then.
Yeah.
Now he's already been away from here for over 2 years.
What wasn't Phil in his 60s when the Atari 2600 came out? Oh. Does the A-Team have any video games?
Yeah, there was an Atari video game, from what I remember, was kind of like Taz. But I don't remember if that one was officially released or not. But you can get the ROM either way. It's not that great, but it's the A-Team. So I think they were going to get a ColecoVision game too. I think for the steering wheel for that thing.
Nice. Let's see. Steve says you guys are the same age, so that's all right. Yeah. Mother's Day is the biggest stream of the year for us, says Shutdown. Mike's Gaming Gala was 25 when he had his first kid. His dad was 25 when he was born. His son has 5 years to have a kid. Got to keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah. Yeah, I planned on having children, at a fairly young age. Not necessarily as quickly as I did. I graduated high school, and I got married the very next day. And then because 10 days later, I shipped off to boot camp. And you weren't married when you joined the Air Force, right?
Yeah, we just got married 3 weeks before I went into basic.
Yeah, so you know how that works. Us married guys, you get out of basic, you get a much bigger check than the single guys.
Right.
You don't get paid directly while you're in boot camp. It's kind of like back pay at the end, because what are they going to do? Give you a bunch of money. But you still get all your housing allowances and all that stuff that you get for being married. So some of those single guys, they're getting out of boot camp and they get a check for like $280, and I got a couple thousand. I don't know what it was, but so we did plan. We're like, we dated for 2 years in high school, so we were like kind of like, let's get married. Let's do it before I go in though, because I'm gonna. And I joined the delayed entry while I was in high school, so I knew I was going 10 days after graduation. Well, it was 12 days, I guess. But we got married the day after graduation, and this is the late 80s. So I graduated high school. My hair was down to the middle of my back. I'm a metalhead, right? I'm going to Motley Crue concerts and stuff. And the next day I cut it to shoulder length so I'd look good in the tux, not have long hair and all that stuff. And then 10 days later, it was gone. And then 50 years later, it's still gone.
Yep.
But
mine started falling out when I was 19.
Oh, yeah. The beauty of shaving your head and getting older is I have less to shave every time because it's taking care of more of it itself. But yeah, I'm actually I'm getting woolly. I'm letting it grow out some. You'll know when Kelly gets sick of it because she'll shave it. Kelly doesn't let me shave my head anymore because when we were dating, before we were even married, I took a shower and I was shaving, and she came in the bathroom and she's like, "What happened?" Because I had blood running all down my chest, and I took a chunk of my head out with the razor, just a little piece, but head wounds bleed like you're dying. And so she's like, "That's it. You're not allowed to shave your head anymore." So ever since then, she probably regrets that day because she, as long as we're, other than when she had to go out of town or at any point, she shaved my head every time for the last 13 years.
And my boy did that. Wow, he was just a little fella. I was shaving my head, and I just cut my head, and my boy's coming up the stairs, "Hey, Dad, wanting to tell me something." He came in, and he saw the blood. He's, "You're dying." He turned around and raced back down the stairs.
Yeah. Let's see. Daniel says, "You know about the video game Dead Connection, the arcade game?" I don't think I know that one. I didn't think I knew the other one until you remembered, Dopo. So maybe we're getting older. So maybe halfway through next week's episode, we'll be like, "Oh, I do remember that game." And
played a game called Head Connection with Mike's mom.
Back in the 50s when I got out, $1,000 was a lot. That's right. I tell people I was in the Navy back when we had wooden ships. It seems like 100 years ago. Derek says, "Can't see me with long hair." Somewhere I have a picture. I'll find it.
Well, they said the same about me, and then I posted my mullet on Discord, and they all laughed at it. So
yeah. Yeah, I was a rock and roll kid growing up in the 80s. What else are you going to do but have long hair? And yeah, should go with the Mr. Clean look. Yeah.
Right? And in all fairness, a mullet wasn't a mullet back then. It was just hair.
It was just a hairstyle. It was just hair.
I thought I remembered people calling it like hockey hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had that Yammer Yager, Mario Lemieux here in Pittsburgh. Both of them had the super mullets going back in the day.
Yeah. I had it, parted in the middle and the big feathered going on down the side, and then back down into the long hair. I didn't ever do the big hair. I just had it. Yeah.
I had the big goodie comb in my back pocket so I could feather it just right and come out of the movie theater or whatever. Chicks would be waiting.
Yeah, but I could reach back here and grab the back of my hair in the middle of my back, and it was kind of crazy. I cut it off because I played football my junior year, and the coach wouldn't let you have long hair, and then I ended up quitting the team because I didn't like the coach, and then I never cut my hair other than little trims all the way until graduation day. And I went up somewhere. I got my graduation picture. I got my cap and gown on, and I'm wearing Ray-Ban sunglasses and my long hair. And that's the way I would roll. Steve said I should go with the Mr. Clean look. Now, other than that, I kind of talked to Kelly. I said, let's let it grow out a little bit, see what it looks like, because I feel bad she has to shave my head all the time. And but normally I just say, whatever you see as far as that stuff, I mean, you can't do anything with the face itself. It's all Kelly. If she wants to shave off my beard, she'll shave it off. If she wants it to grow in more, I don't care because I don't ever look at myself. She has to look at me all the time. So I let her choose what she wants my facial hair to look like. And I think she lets more of it grow in because she's trying to hide the rest of my face, which I don't blame her for that.
Mike's going to have to say some prayers later to absolve himself from that one.
Dead Connection is what I have with Greg's mom. She doesn't charge, just bring a shovel. Oh, jeez. I could have a skullet. Yeah, just let it grow out. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Daniel's going to import a Japanese Nintendo 64 disc drive console and a portable N64 drive video game console for 1,000 yen. Wow.
Nice.
I don't know the conversion rates. That could be a great deal or it could be horrible. I don't know. Kelly, after Mike's Gaming Gala said all that stuff about Greg's mom, Kelly's calling him crazy because I know she wouldn't say that about me. So, how long have you had your channel going now, Chris?
Maybe 2.5 months.
2.5 months,
maybe at the most.
Nice.
Yeah, I was on the Papa Pete Intellivision Bowling League, so I started watching his channel, and then I was like, I want to play that. I just got my sprint, and he invited me on, and I in the middle of doing that, I decided, hey, I like this. I like hanging out with you guys. So
nice. Yeah, I was going to get in on one of those. I'm trying to look real quick before I talk out of line. I was going to get in on a couple of those, but I could never get it to where I could get on at the right time, to join. And I don't really have. I kept like, how do I even contact Pete? I don't have him as a friend anywhere. So I'm like, I didn't know where.
I don't remember how I did that.
Yeah,
maybe his Facebook page or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm friends with him on Facebook. What I'm doing right now is I am checking the description.
Mike said 2.5 months. Geez, why aren't you at 1,000 subs yet? You're slacking.
Oh,
I nearly pissed myself when I had got 30.
I see why you're not at 1,000 subs yet. I don't have you in the list yet. So starting with next week's show, I'll put a link to your channel, and I have a link to.
Thank you so much.
Everybody's all of us that are in this little group of friends are in all of the live shows on both my channel and Post channel. I'll get you added on there, and that's the same list that goes on all of my videos. So any one of my videos you can get to. Mike's Gaming Gala, Intellivision Gamer, Retro Bliss, The Creeper, Pierre. There's just a whole litany of Megan, Derek. They're all in there. So I'll add you to the list. And after the show, I'll try to remind me when we end the show. I'll try to edit and get you put on for this show since you're here. I should have thought of that and double checked it before I posted it. But
I was trying to think of the best way I could help let folks know when to watch other people, and I think it was Offgrid, or not Offgrid. Metal Torso he brought up a source on the screen of just pictures of everybody's like logo and stuff, and then he talked about them. So I might try to do that next, because I was just like pulling up my iPad. Well, Bart's on at this time, and then you go watch,
right.
And it's just like it's 10 minutes of yes, we've all heard this before. So I want to come up with a good way to do it, and also quickly.
Now, Mike said he attributes the link in my description to be the reason for at least 100 people unsubbing to him.
So Bart and I don't put on airs. We've both been on YouTube for 56 years now, and we still haven't reached 1,000 because we asked them, please, don't let us have 1,000 subs.
Right.
Start getting anywhere close, take a couple hundred away.
Have you guys ever dealt with like trolls in your live chats where you have to?
Have you not seen Mike's Gaming Gala? Have you not heard of Mike's Gaming Gala?
No, but I mean like for real.
Well, we haven't had a whole lot on here, but we've had a few.
Yeah.
I was watching Cyrus Turbo Mega Graphics 64 the other day, and he had some jerk in his stuff, and no matter what, it was like it takes over the the feel of the show, and I'm not looking forward to that if that ever happens.
Yeah, you ban this person, and then they just come right back in under another account and start writing the same stuff.
We had a strange phenomenon when was that, Poe? A few months ago. It was early on when we brought the show back.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly, someone showed up in the chat, and my sub count went up by like 120 subs during that show. And we're like, what the hell's going on here? And they just kept posting, oh my gosh, look at your subs. Oh, look at your subs now. And I'm like, what's happened? And then over the next 2 days, they all left. So I think it's like this group of people that would go around and, hey, let's mess with someone and give them a bunch of subs, and then we'll all leave. But that's relatively benign. It wasn't like they're cussing or causing trouble. We had someone at one point, I think Kelly booted them because she's a mod on the channels, and I think she booted. It helps if you have a couple of mods that are around.
It's just that way you don't look like you're trying to scramble to find, do something. Right?
Yeah. I think Casey had one a couple months ago, and I was like trying to get my phone so I could bump the guy, but he saw it first because I went to boot the guy and Casey had already booted him. So it's like, so it is nice to have people that are, mods that can take care of that stuff for you. But
one tip that should be obvious: don't put out the link to your live stream on your live stream. Bart and I both knew a guy that did that years back. We were friends with this guy, and he put it out there. He's like, anybody want to come on to talk? Here it is. Come right on. Well, a guy came on and showed his wiener. And the guy that was hosting it, it's like, it took him a while for it to register. He's just like, oh, so there's him in one frame doing this, and there's a wiener in the frame next to him.
Yeah, that was funny. We still talk about that. Hey, Saboteur is in the house. Yeah, and we knew of that guy too. That's right. We kind of knew
it was
of
like
that.
Somebody you thought might have been cool for a second, and then all of a sudden there's penis.
Yeah, we didn't expect that. Yeah. Let's see. Mike remembers Phil trying to help in booting the Restream bot. Phil bought his first video game console from the Aztecs.
We used to have somebody that showed up in the chat.
Just lay off Phil until I heard that he was the one that started all this.
All right.
Yeah.
We had somebody that used to show up in the chat where we thought he was going to be like that too, because his name was Mike Hawk Kurtz. And I think Greg read it right out. Mike Hawk Kurtz. And we're all laughing. I don't think he realized what he said.
Yeah, we got a message from Mike Hawk Kurtz. Yeah. You got to watch those guys named Mike. They're troublemakers. They're troublemakers, I'm telling you. Yeah. And I don't remember the exact quote, Chris, but the thing that started all, and I don't think Mike was even here yet in that particular episode, and Phil put in there that Mike Gaming Gala's mom is like 7-Eleven. She's open 24 hours, and you can get a 79-cent Slurpee.
Yeah, he deserves it all in.
Yeah, and we were all laughing as much because Phil said it as what was said. It's just really, yeah. Hey, Daniel says, thanks for letting me join the fun. Sorry about too much content. That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Glad to see you in here. Let's see. Wasn't Phil playing under the table at the Last Supper? Yeah. Oh, yeah. After the Wiener episode. But did they invite you back after that, Poe?
I used the fisheye lens, so never mind.
We're all innocent. That's right. That's right.
I loved it when Phil would do his streaming because you could slip stuff in there in his chat. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't for Phil, and he would throw that up there, by accident. It would be up across the bottom of the screen.
Right. I snuck one in on the Retro Bliss Rewind because anyone that's run the chat on these StreamYard or Restream, you're putting up, you click on a chat to throw it up on the screen like that. And mine was at the bottom, and Mike meant to click the one above it, and someone put something, so mine jumped up, and Mike accidentally put my mom joke or whatever it was up on the screen, and he quick took it down. And I'm like, oh, I could just imagine how fast his click finger was going from what Casey's mom said. His finger moves fast a lot, but
I used to love to put comments in for Bliss's Retro Rewind with Mike and BD Retro Mods, because I knew when they saw something I wrote, they wouldn't put it up there, but all of a sudden you would see the three of them just start laughing, and Phil would cover his face. I'm like, yeah, they just read what I wrote there.
yeah. Mike noticed Phil only has the one mom joke, so he kind of felt sorry for giving us.
I saw it. I thought I was definitely letting you handle that one.
No.
That's one of those.
You wear rubber gloves and have an apron on at least.
That's one of those where you read the first part of it. I noticed Phil only has one. Okay, throw it up on the screen, and then you get to the end of it. Oh. What about this idea for an idea? Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I can't believe that has not been a thing in 30-something years.
Right. There's a Total Recall, the television series, and I think there's a Blade Runner TV series. Huh.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. Mike's Gaming Gala. My wife is here beside me laughing her ass off. Yeah. That's funny. Last night, your wife would, never mind. We won't go that direction. Although,
yeah, we don't usually do the wife thing.
We did have a funny thing where we were playing Walkabout Mini Golf, and Poe was broadcasting it live, and Mike's Gaming Gala made a comment about wives in there and something to do with Starfish, and then Kelly responded in the chat because he forgot that my wife watches all of our streams, and he's like, "Oh shit, sorry."
That was the same stream that the Gaming Road Warrior said "Dirty Sanchez" in, but he didn't realize what it meant, and so then he apologized later to us in a message. "I'm sorry, I just looked it up what that meant. I didn't know that."
Yeah, he made the reference, and me and Poe are laughing. That's probably why he looked it up, trying to figure out why we were laughing so hard. Well, you made another comment, didn't you? Kind of referring to it without saying it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he looked it up. He's like, "I didn't know what that meant." Mike remembers the Starfish incident. It was innocent. Speaking of Starfish, how are your wives? Kelly responds, "I'm okay, thanks." Oh, Laserdisc is awesome. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I just saw one of those. What was it? Pioneer Interactive. Was that it, or the Pioneer Interactive? Remember, they had a Laserdisc system that you could buy modules for. You could put a Sega Genesis module in with Sega CD and things like that. Somebody was selling one locally that works for $1,200. If I had Casey money, I would have been right there.
Right? Yeah. Give him the address. He'll be over there.
Casey's probably on the phone right now from the yacht with his martini glass and his white robe. He's like, "Oh, I want that."
Right?
Gee, bring me the phone.
Yeah. So you got a Sprint, right?
I do.
Yeah. And what is that your first? That's your first Intellivision?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The only memory I had of Intellivision was when I was like in kindergarten. I went over to their house. I don't know why I remember this. And his older brother had an Intellivision, and they had Burger Time. And I tried it, and it was like it was not happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I got mine as a junior high school. What now that you've had experience with it, do you have a favorite Intellivision game that stands out, like from the original 125? Or
from the 125, I like I think it's the first D&D game, the one that's not like the 3D perspective.
The top down,
I've been
Cloudy
playing
Mountain now.
A lot of that I do, but and then I know. I guess that's the homebrew hack version. Mystic Castle, Thunder Castle. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like Mystic Castle a lot, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which now they call it Cloudy Mountain, because I guess they're not supposed to say the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. But I had that as a kid and loved it, and I still love it. But I'm not as good as I used to be. I can, you pick the 4 different levels, and I can beat the 3rd level pretty easily, but I can't beat the 4th level. I can't even get close to it for some reason. When I was in junior high school, I could beat the hardest level all the time, but yeah.
I actually liked Worm Womper. I didn't think I was going to like that. I thought it was this is dumb, and then it was fun.
It's a fun little game. It is. I had never played it before. Let's see. It would be cool if you could have all camera angles and all video, and that's true. Do you ever play John Carpenter's Halloween on the Atari? I haven't. I've only played like 20 games total, so I'm kind of waiting.
You need a flash card for that, Bart.
Oh,
because that Halloween game is so expensive. Even the repros of it are so expensive now. So.
Hey, Poe, how are you liking your your Uno Cart Plus?
That's very nice. Put all your games on there and go through that LED screen is awesome. Really easy to read.
I think that might be what Mrs. is getting me for my birthday here in a couple of months, so I'm excited.
Nice. If she needs an address where to ship your birthday present, just Van Horn, Texas. I could pre-screen it for you. I need to get one of those too. 8-Bit Steve said his first Intellivision experience was when he got the game Intellivision Lives for the PS2. Nice. Casey said none of us are as good as we once were. That's true. Let's see. Worm Womper is great. Your mom likes it as well. Yeah. Oh, here's a good quote. The older I get, the better I was. That's true. Steve said that Halloween game was wild for the 2600. Fire Pro Wrestling X is awesome. And Casey said that is true, Mike. The older we get.
Yeah, he mentioned the Retro Realm game. I did have that here too, but it was up on a shelf. So I had got that special edition when it came out for the PS5.
Oh,
it came with the Michael Myers.
Oh, nice.
Plush doll inside an arcade.
Wow.
But he's been sitting out here on the shelf ever since. So I need to get him into the game room. One day I'll organize all of that.
Oh,
but it came with little cards. And
let me get you bigger again. Nice.
Make me big. It came with a enamel pin.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty sweet stuff. It came with, holy crap, I'm finding more stuff I forgot all about. It came with coins. So you have Laurie Strode and Michael Myers.
Wow. Awesome.
And then it had an alternative steel bookcase. Lenticular. Nice. And then finally, underneath it all, where's he at? Whip him out here. There he is.
There he is. Awesome.
Yeah, nice too. Yeah. I got to get that back into the game room one of these years.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's see. You were saying that stuff, and I had something I was going to say. Now I forgot. Daniel,
I do better.
They just said, did anybody play Toby Hooper's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the Atari?
Yeah, also another one that is too expensive to buy physical or the repro for it. So, yeah, you get one of those Uno Cart Pluses and throw those on there. I've played them both on my channel before. They're both fun. It's a game.
The best way to list everything is by year and A to Z, 1950 to 2050. Yeah. 8-Bit Steve said Mike's mom is good at making things big. Thanks to the green screen, all of Poe's purchases have a cloaking device.
That's right. It's like
Or
Predator.
cloaking devices, if I read it properly. Lucky you, Steve, says Mike. Yeah. Well, when she's wearing that Canadian bikini, things just get to growing.
Now, I did his show about 2 weeks ago about the Fairchild Channel F system, and big surprise, it's still sitting here too. I haven't taken it back to the game room yet either. The 3-day weekend, maybe I should have organized some of that stuff. Huh?
See, I make Poe bigger, and now everyone wants to know about your Frankenberry shirt. Is it just Frankenberry?
We got all of them on there.
All of them on there.
That's appetite for breakfast.
Nice. Let me make you big. Hang on. Mike's mom's not here. It's got them all.
And I wore this by chance to the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo, and John Riggs was there the last 3 years, I think, and he's a big cereal junkie, so he absolutely loved this shirt when he saw me wearing it.
Man, I met him here. He came to a convention here in St. Louis a few years ago. I didn't realize that is a giant man.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's really big.
Hey, who's this? Who is this in the chat? Chris, have you met this person?
I don't know who that is.
Mrs. Crispy.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm fine. We're talking about someone else.
I was talking to Mike's mom.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. Mrs. Crispy in the house.
So yet another wife that watched at least a portion of our show. So everybody's... My wife hasn't yet.
Uh-oh. Mike says, do we have to be good now? Mrs. Crispy in the chat? No, we had fun. We were making...
you can try, but she ain't stupid.
What were we doing that time? She was reading the chats while you were live, so we started putting mom jokes. So she'd read them off. And she was a good sport. She read them off. So yeah.
I think it's awesome that you guys do that show together, and just like Kelly, I put her as our executive producer. I think that is really cool. When people have their
she is having a way greater time than I ever would have thought, and I did have to egg her on at first to kind of do it, and she is always in on whatever I'm interested in the time, and she likes video games. She just likes not stuff that I like normally. So
right.
She played. She had like 1,000 hours or something in Animal Crossing during COVID, and she likes that kind of stuff. And I'm always down to hang out and watch, and I'll get involved with it. But yeah,
that's cool.
Steve said he's always good, but Mike said that's not what his mom said. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I told Bart before that my wife, when she goes to watch the YouTube app on the TV, it's always signed in under my account. I don't even know that she has her own account for YouTube. I'm sure she does on her phone, but she'll go on there, and the first thing you'll see is my logo, and she just starts laughing, Mr. Poestyle. She said, then she goes to find the video she really wants to watch.
Tofu is here. He says hello to the chat and hello to Poe's mom.
Hey, Tofu. Killer Tofu.
Oh, hold on. We got a serious question here. How many video games were released in 1974?
Arcade?
Probably like 3, right?
I don't know. I was 5.
Or would it be Pong Pong and more Pong?
Yeah. When's the video where I teach you to crochet?
Hey, whenever you want, let's do it.
That sounds like quality entertainment. I'll watch it.
Sibling rivalry every once in a while. If you don't watch them, you definitely got to check them out. Mike's Gaming Gallery got me hooked on them every Friday night. They have a new video. But you got Tim and AJ, brother and sister team. They get drunk while they're playing video games. But every once in a while, they'll do a tech video where she's showing you how to fix an NES controller and things like that. So it's really neat.
Oh, I would totally be into that.
Yeah. Nice.
The NES, the regular NES I have right now, when I bought it, it barely worked, and I had to teach myself how to. Well, I didn't. YouTube had to teach me how to open it up and change the 72 pin connector.
Yeah.
And I bought a soldering iron and would change the batteries out of the the games and stuff.
Yeah.
So now it's I taught myself a little jack of all trades skill, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the best way. My son and I would get into that, but like his Game Boy games or whatever, the batteries, I taught him how to solder, fixing old consoles. Like our Odyssey 2 was really a pieced out couple Odysseys that I got put together. Same with my Sega CD. I got 2 different ones for parts and built them into one along with him to have a running one. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, Nintendo was the first thing I ever did, and when I was done, I'm like, this is not gonna work right, and it did, and I was excited as shit. I was like, holy shit,
Now, instead of replacing that pin connector at the time for mine, I got what they called the blinking light win. I think there's one out there called something different now, and I'd been using that clear up until last year when I bought that AVS when I saw those were available again. The Gaming Road Warrior had one of those. Those things are amazing because it'll play your NES cart, it'll play your Famicom cart in there. You can put the old disk system, connect it right to the thing.
Yeah.
So,
Derek said I have that same arcade stick. I had this is pretty cool. You can open it up and change I put the better buttons. I forgot the name of the brand. The good arcade button. Yes. And then I got an 8-way octagonal gate. And yeah, I love this thing. It works on most of the things that I own.
Nice.
They make restrictors. I don't know if it would work in that, but Bart had 3D printed a restrictor to make 4-way or 8-way for his arcade.
I want diamond 4-way for like Pac-Man. Because if you try to play Pac-Man on like an 8-way gate, it gets stuck on that catty corner thing and it pisses you off real quick.
You need to get one of these arcades and put the Glenn's deck on there, because then you just push a button and it switches from 4-way to 8-way.
That is bad.
Automatic. You're playing a game you forgot. You've been playing some Robotron or something. And you're like, I want to play Pac-Man. You start playing Pac-Man or Donkey Kong, and you're running past the ladders trying. And, wait, push a button, you just hear, whoop, whoop, and then it's 4-way.
With that Viper board installed in that too, it's supposed to automatically know which one you need when you start the game.
Oh, I've never tried that. I still manually.
I haven't either. I just remember that was part of the selling point of that thing, but
yeah,
I never really paid attention. So.
Bart, I don't remember. I guess it was last week. You said you guys were talking about NES Gyrus, and you told me to use the control method B, but on this it's A, because it's like it goes around like almost like I think of it like a paddle.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Mike likes 8-ways. Sometimes he restricts it to 4-way. Casey's mom burns. Oh, Jesus. I seen the Gaming Road Warriors new video, and I thought for a second he was holding up a new set of classic retro video game cards. I didn't watch. Yeah, Mike put up a new video, didn't he?
I thought he put up a short, but maybe he did. I didn't think.
I don't know. I saw a notification. I'll have to check it out. Mike, the Gaming Road Warrior. Unlike
I have not seen him yet. I will make. In fact, I will go to it right now.
There's a link in the description below.
Awesome channel and one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Another one that I didn't know, I guess, is in our sphere is Casey was telling me about TJ. What's his YouTube name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
He's always yelling bastards.
Yeah, he's great. He probably doesn't
Yeah.
even need a game to play. He's just entertaining.
Yeah, he's hilarious. You
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah. I can't think of his name. But yeah, Mike does he writes scripts and everything. So it's not like me and Poe where we start recording a video and halfway through it we figure out what we want to say. Poe will do a hour-long gameplay video that only has 5 minutes of gameplay in it, and the rest is intro and outro. I don't do any
it's the
intro.
original hanging out by myself.
Teach. Yeah.
Okay, now I've got him now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, he does all kinds of. Oh, he does stuff that I'm familiar with. Okay, I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Yeah. And he's a great guy. Like Poe said, we've known him for years. He was on the show with us for a long time.
He's been on 2 shows with us. Bart and I have been on 3 shows together now. So
right. Yes. And he was maybe going to try to make it on tonight with us, Gaming Road Warrior, but things didn't work out. He had some other stuff pop up, and I think he's going to try for next week.
Gotcha.
So he might be on the show with us next week. Really great guy. Ex-Navy also, so we got that going. When he's on, then we got 2 Navy against Poe's Air Force. So
yeah, but the 2 Navy guys are usually making out. So military jokes.
Right. Let's see. The mom jokes are just going all over the place. Road Warriors and Dusty Rhodes were world heavyweight champion and world 6-man tag team champion.
Gosh, I just watched an old match of Dusty Rhodes wrestling somebody the other day. Now, I don't remember who it was. Dusty Rhodes walking around in there.
Yeah. Steve likes to watch Phil fail at gameplay videos and say, "You dirty dog." That is fun. And that's how I get people to watch mine. I tell people, if you're watching my gameplay for good gameplay, you're at the wrong channel. You watch to see all the ways to die. I'll do pinball videos so I can show you all the different ways to drain. Don't get Mike's Gaming Gala started on ways to drain balls. That's how he worked his way through college. But it's now Casey's talking about Michelle. We've lost Casey. Casey is now gone for the evening.
Wonder if saying Dusty Rhodes turned him on.
Maybe.
It was the Honky Tonk Man. That's who he was wrestling in that one. I remember now because Jimmy Hart grabbed the guitar to get the illegal hit in, but accidentally hit the Honky Tonk Man instead of Dusty Rhodes.
Oh,
Bastard.
I haven't been into wrestling for a very long time, but I am fascinated here the past few months with watching retired wrestlers talk about other retired
Yes,
wrestlers.
they call it a shoot. I just got into that myself, and you listen to them talk about the industry and which wrestlers were good guys, really cool guys in real life, but
and most of the time, in my experience, it's the opposite of what you would have thought.
Exactly. The coolest dudes were the heels or the a-holes that you watched on TV back then.
yeah, it's crazy.
Because when I was a kid, I didn't even care for the Honky Tonk Man, but I watched a couple of his shoots and interviews from a few years back, and he just spilled it all about everybody. I'm like, now I'm a fan of the guy.
Nice. Yeah, I never got into the wrestling. I mean, I knew who they all were because, especially growing up, it was so huge. Everybody knew, the names, but I didn't watch much of it. I watched enough to know when now I can't remember in the movie in Spider-Man when Bonesaw came out and it was Randy
Macho
Savage.
Man.
Yeah, it was Macho Man, but that could have just been from the Slim Jim commercials. I don't know. Slim Jim. But my brother used to watch wrestling though, so I would see it while he was watching it. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, Mr. Jeff, go game go.
Jeff.
Hey,
He heard us talking about wrestling, so he came.
Nice to see you, Jeff. Welcome in. It's always good to see you.
There was one of this is kind of a gross story, but I can't remember if it was Jake the Snake Roberts that told it, or maybe it was Bam Bam Bigelow. But Andre the Giant was wrestling one of the two of them, and got the guy in the corner and was just laying on him, backwards. And they said you couldn't, of course, hear it over the microphones or anything. But he said Andre just started farting on him and laughing, and then it turned into the diarrhea squirts, and he got it on the wrestler behind him. Oh man, didn't realize that stuff watching it as a kid,
Could you imagine being the audience? The audience saw it, the people in the front row.
Yeah, he was gonna have to change his name to Randy Shart. Oh wow, yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
You go home and you're like, I saw Andre the Giant take a big fat dump on somebody. And you're like,
They said the guy would sit there and drink like 100-some beers, waiting to wrestle. So.
It's all fun and game till someone else craps your pants. Yeah, that's like the Spinal Tap reference when the drummer died because he choked on vomit, but it wasn't his own. Yeah, he's got soiled shorts, but it's not. He shit his pants? No, he didn't shit his pants. Don't ask. Oh man, if it came from Andre the Giant, that could be a mess.
Yeah, no telling what was in there.
Measured by the gallon. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I all the stuff that Andre the Giant did in all the wrestling, I still always think of him in God, why can I never remember Princess Bride? And then when you hear the stories about how bad off he was, and they made him out to be a big, strong guy and all that, but he couldn't hardly do any of the stuff. He couldn't lift up hardly anything because he was just tore up.
Yeah, he was a pain.
Yeah, but what was that story with him and was it Arnold? And they were doing something together, and Arnold was wanting to pay for dinner, and Andre the Giant would always pay because he was a big famous star and Arnold wasn't yet. And he said, "No, I'm paying today." And he said Andre just picked him up and set him on a counter. Like he's like the dude was just huge. But, yeah,
they show. I've seen a picture. I think he's holding a can of Coke, and it looks like he's holding the miniature.
Yeah. Princess Bride. Yeah, as you would. Yeah, that's a good movie. That's a good movie. Oh, well. So what are the plans coming up? We're at, what are we at? Almost an hour 45. What do you got coming up? You got anything coming up, Chris, that you're going to be working on with your channel?
On Wednesday or once a month, I have my buddy Josh come over and we do multiplayer, like couch multiplayer, either competitive or co-op. And
Nice.
This week, he'll be back on Wednesday, and we're gonna try a run of Super C on NES without code.
Oh,
The one cheat we will have is the turbo fire button. But it's been a while. We used to do that all the time in our college age days, and it's been a while, so I think that'll be fun. And we're probably going to beat 2 or 3 levels and not get any further, but it'll be fun trying. And then on next Friday, Mrs. Crispy will be back, and I think we're going to try Mario Party again. That was real fun. I played with Metal Torso and Lone Scone and Mrs. C on last Friday, and the only way you can play more than 4 total is if there's one person local. So me and her are more than one person, so we can only do 4. But I think we have a Switch Lite, so I think we're going to get a Switch copy of the game. That way up to 20 people can play on certain modes. So anybody up to a certain amount is welcome. Just hit me up. You'll find me on Offgrid, the show Discord, right? That's what it's called, the show Discord. If anybody's interested in playing, please come. And yeah, that's what's going on.
Nice.
I can't think of anything past that. Oh, I am going to be on Casey's show June 1st, Monday. Not Monday coming up, but the following Monday. He invited me on. I'm pretty excited about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Casey's an all right guy, I guess.
Casey's a good dude.
Yeah. I mean,
everybody's been very, very kind to me and nice, and I really appreciate it. It's been an awesome time getting to learn how to do this and hang out with everybody. It's hard to make friends in your 40s and 50s.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Casey's all right. He's a little weak on his Intellivision knowledge. But when you have a small collection like his and such limited funds to put towards your collection, you get what you get. Yeah, Casey is the man. If you want to know anything about Intellivision, Casey's the guy. Monday night's the time to watch the show. Great show. Poe, did you have anything? Was there anything else you wanted to talk about before we kind of went into this closing?
Oh, yeah. Did you see that post today? That guy built that arcade. And I think it was DIY engineering. I had been watching the progress of this on Facebook, and people kept asking, what's the price? Are you selling these? He's going to come up with a price. I think he's doing a very limited run on these things. But if you follow him on Facebook, he's taking requests to play different arcade games and pinball tables on the thing right there on his page. So he was playing Zaccaria tables. He was playing FX tables. He played Donkey Kong 3 on the thing. But this thing is oak, and it's motorized, so it'll move up to be like an arcade cabinet or slide down, and it has a metal plunger on it, and your buttons for pinball. The thing is awesome, and I'm sure it's going to be really expensive once it comes up with the price.
I saw the picture you put on the Discord, and I'm like, yeah, that's not cheap.
Yeah, that's going to be.
Let me share this. And I don't know. Is that audio coming through too? I don't know.
I don't hear audio on it.
Okay, I can hear it.
It's impressive enough without it.
But that's a 24-inch monitor there.
That's really neat.
24-inch curved monitor.
Hey, that would have been awesome if you played aerobatics in that. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. So he's gonna sell a limited run.
Yeah, he actually put up a website now, and you can get it on email list. So I got on the list just because I want to know what the final price on this thing's going to be.
Yeah, that's really neat.
My bet is somewhere around $1,500.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I mean, he did that all by hand himself. Created that thing.
Yeah, here's that other picture of it.
It looks like something that belongs on Casey's yacht.
It does, but it's cool. It's got the pinball buttons on the side, plunger.
He has a spinner on the newest build, I think, too. So
nice. Yeah, it says 8-way joystick, spinner. Hey, look, I can make it bigger and read this stuff. It's got a Ryzen 9 7940 mini PC, 32 gig of RAM, a terabyte drive.
Oh, it's a gaming computer, and it's a really nice one inside of there.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's really cool how the thing with the push of a button there, it's motorized. It'll lie flatter or go up higher.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
And then I want to say, since you were talking about Super C, you definitely have to check out the Gaming Road Warrior, because his last longer form documentary type video was about playing Super C with his best friend at sleepovers back in the day. So
I saw the thumbnail of that today before you guys even told. Okay, yeah, I was like, I need to watch that, so I will.
Yeah, I would think if you watch any of our stuff, I would be surprised if he didn't come up on your recommended feed.
That's probably why, yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of like Poe said, we met and we were on a show, and then that show went away, and then we made our own show with 4 of us that were on that first show. So we've known each other for a long time. That's one of those things when you say how many years it is, you're like, oh my gosh, it's been that long already.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, Josh, my buddy Josh that comes over, I've known him for 30 years now.
Wow.
And that's really great. Like, I mean, he has his family, and I enjoy going and hanging out with his family, but it's awesome that like once a month, me and him just get to hang out for a couple hours while we play video games without, right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just thought when you said that he's coming over, it's like, what a novel concept to have friends that are close enough to come over. Because all of my best friends now, I got one up in Pittsburgh. I got one up in Washington State. I got one in Kansas City. I got a buddy now in St. Louis. Got a guy up in Canada. A couple of guys up in Canada.
Right. As long as we did those,
Ohio, it's like
as long as we did those shows together, it's like none of us ever met up. Like Bart met Greg, Bart met Mike, I met Mike. It's like never been the 4 of them.
The 4 of us never got together. And it's tough when you're all over the place like that, you know. But Kelly and I went up to Greg's house, and we stayed at his house for a couple of days and went and played a pinball tournament. And it was a good time. Met his wife, Cheryl. She's awesome. And and then we flew up. Mike's Gaming Road Warrior, he lives not far from Portland, and Kelly's got a lot of her family lives in the Portland area. So that's kind of a twofer. We go up there to visit family, and hey, Mike, let's meet up. Let's go to an arcade and play some games. So it's
I got to meet Mike. I went to visit my son who's stationed out in Washington State. So the Gaming Road Warrior lived about maybe 30 minutes or so from there. So my son and I drove to his place, and then great host, man. He ordered pizza. He could play any game you want. He has real arcade cabinets in his house and video games out the butt. But what does he do? He turns on a Mr. Poestyle video while we're eating pizza, about to make us all sick there. But I even made, when he went to grab the pizza, I made an old Poe video at the time where I was going to steal all of his stuff, and I don't know whatever happened to that video. I was trying to be quiet because his wife and nieces were out in the other room. They were preparing Thanksgiving dinner. It was the night before Thanksgiving. I'm in there, hey, I'm old Poe. I'm like, I hope none of them walk in here while I'm doing this crap,
That's hilarious. And Chris, I don't know. Chris has been playing in the pinball tournament, so that's always awesome. We see him. And now you may change your opinion of G. Parker when I tell you this. I don't know if you've heard the story, but while we were up there, he has a Stranger Things pinball machine, an actual physical machine. And one of the mini games, Kelly, my wife, got the high score on that mini game. And a few months after we left, he did an update, and her score magically got erased. So we're like, that's kind of a dick move. Kelly's,
and he is from Missouri as well. So
is he in the Kansas City area?
Yeah,
he lives in. He said it before, so it's probably all right to say it, right?
Yeah.
Peculiar.
Yeah, just outside of Kansas City. Peculiar. Yeah, he said it several times online. We're not doxing him, but he was he was the fire chief of Kansas City. So
okay.
Yeah, he's a great guy. We tease him. He said before he did that update on the Stranger Things, he looked and it said that it would not erase any high scores, and it didn't, except for the mini games. So I tease him about it, but he is his fault for real. Yeah, he's actually bummed because he said, man, it was awesome. I put it on there, and Kelly's name is on our high scoreboard on our pinball machine, and it got erased. Now, what he's not so happy about is he has a countertop Gala machine, and the top score on that is OGA, because I played as Gala.
Are you really good at it?
Not really. Greg's just bad.
I tell you, that was a fun competition when we did Galaga on the arcade for our old show. That was maybe we'll have to bring arcade games back into the mix for challenges again here soon.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it, and it's one of those things that we say we could talk about it off camera, but screw it, we're here now. With the iScored, kind of like we're doing with the pinball, we can have multiple things going at once, and people can post independently, and you can just jump on that iScored and see what's available. So yeah, maybe we should throw up some arcade challenges also.
Yeah, I need to play the iArcade again. It's been a while, so definitely need to get it.
Yeah, and everybody can kind of do that because you can get a RetroArch MAME or whatever.
Yeah,
and some of those games, like the Nintendo ones.
I've got MAME going on my Game Station Go.
Yeah, you can.
And we also allow the arcade games from Arcade Archives on your Nintendo Switch and things like that.
I have a bunch of that too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I will. I will definitely play those.
Yeah, we're not overly picky about what you're playing it on, but as long as it's the right version of the game, if you're playing the Atari 2600 version, we don't care where you're playing it. But
yeah, we did have that happen once, right? What was it? Ninja Gaiden, I think, or one of those that Greg played on one of the consoles when we were playing the arcade or something.
We were playing the arcade version. So as long as you're playing the right version of the game, we don't care where you're playing it. And kind of like the pinball tournaments that we're doing, we don't care. Some of those games are on the At Games Micro, and some of them at the same time are on Zaccaria, and you can play it on Steam, you can play it on Switch, you can play it wherever. Pinball FX tables, if you have it on FX3, play it there. We don't care. iScore doesn't care where you played it. Just put your score, take a picture. So, yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe I'll try to think of one. And next week we'll keep it going with Worm Womper, but we'll add maybe we'll stagger it that way. Run them for a couple weeks, and this one will start. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We don't plan that far ahead. We'll let you know at next week's show, and we'll figure that out 5 minutes before the show starts.
Exactly.
All right. Anything else?
Aside from that, I don't know that what other videos. Maybe something on the iArcade. Maybe I'll go dig out that Donkey Kong on the iArcade.
Donkey Kong Me, wasn't it?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Say it again.
Donkey Kong Me, M-E.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. Yeah,
you got Star Wars, you got Indiana Jones, you got the Gremlins, Aliens.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And they're not equally difficult. Some of them are harder than others based on the enemies. So there you go, Derek. If you're still watching, only an hour and 15 minutes later, we figured it out. It's just, and that's why I wasn't thinking about it. You just mentioned it, and it popped in before it had a chance to leave. It came in my
guys. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
it is freaking sweet. I might record that tonight, or maybe I'll just go watch some more Tales from the Crypt with the wife. That's always fun too. So,
is it I'm kind of new to MAME. The fast hack for the Ms. Pac-Man, I had to add it. Or is this a whole ROM by itself, or is it like a hack you have to add onto the original ROM?
I think it has all of its own stuff. I don't think you have to have the original.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. They even have an intro to it, I think, when you first turn it on and everything.
Yeah, I think it's
somebody packaged it up for the iArcade, so that was like a whole different thing where somebody.
Okay, so I could just drag the zip file into the MAME folder, and it's.
Yeah, you should be able to do that. Play it.
Yeah, and I don't think it has to have a host of the original Donkey Kong. I think it's standalone. But it's pretty neat. Some of them are very hard to get through, even the first level. Yeah, Derek. Yes, thank you. Finally remembered it. Yeah, so that'll be fun, and we'll think of an arcade thing. And then as it looks like, if everyone's done with Worm Womper, maybe we'll just have 2 new ones for next week.
Could do that too.
We got 5 days to not think about it, and then 2 days at the end to come up with something. But yeah, that'll be fun. So, yeah, I don't have anything special coming up with my channel. I'm just still driving trucks and buses and playing pinball. Keep an eye out for Thursday. We'll have some more pinball tournaments. Check out those iScores. If you ever get lost with the iScored stuff, on our Discord up at the top, not in the regular pinball chat and console chat, but up on the top, there's a console tournaments and pinball tournaments. The iScored link is up there, and that one won't get buried because no one can post in there but us and Derek. And I just delete Derek's posts as quick as I see them, so it should be pretty empty. That's where you can get. Mike likes the driving videos. He really likes the bus one because I hit a lot of things. And that bus game does have a neat feature. If there are people walking on the sidewalk and you hit this curb, they'll all start ducking and running for cover. It's pretty cool. And I know that because I do it quite often. And like always, make sure you check out everybody's shows as they're coming up. I'm sure I'm going to miss some. Always start with Monday. Pierre leads into Casey's show. So Casey's on at 8 o'clock Eastern. And Pierre goes hour and a half before that. He always does Intellivision on Monday, and then Tuesday he does other stuff, which leads into Mike's Gaming Gala with their show. The retro replay, right?
Yeah.
And Wednesday, Chris is on. And Jeff also goes on Wednesday night, right? Go Game Go?
Yeah. So I lead into Jeff playing Mario Kart for the
Right.
Switch 2. Yeah, that's super fun too.
Yeah. And then also, let's see, then on Thursday, that's when me and Greg do the Pinball Fun show, and we talk about that stuff. Friday, we have Megan and Derek do their show at 1 o'clock Eastern in the afternoon. And then Chris and Mrs. Crispy do their thing on Friday night. And Pierre did something Friday night last week too, right? And
Pierre's been most weeks he's been doing. Actually, he's messaging me right now, probably telling me exactly what he's doing.
it's called
what
Donkey
you doing Friday, Pierre. He did a week of Neo Geo sports games, and I really liked that one. And he did NES games the last Friday, but he was going in before Mrs. Crispy and I and playing some games. And Pierre is really the bro. He's doing everybody's stuff and supporting everybody.
Guy.
He's a cool dude.
He's a great guy. Which leads us into Saturday, which Mike's Gaming Gala goes on every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Mike's show and Derek and Megan's shows are while I'm working, so I'm kind of hit or miss in that chat. Try to pop in at least and say hi, but mostly it's watching on the replay. So, and then you're back to Sunday and hanging out here with me and Poe. So,
I've been toying with the idea of doing a Saturday noon show again. I used to like randomly jump on Saturdays or Sundays, so that would be the best time. So I'm not playing at the same time as Mike. But I say that, but then I stay up until 5 or 6 a.m. watching something with the wife, and I wake up at 1 o'clock, and I'm like, well, there goes my window of streaming there.
Right, right.
Pierre just said he's doing ColecoVision on Friday.
Nice.
ColecoVision games, yeah. 6:30 Eastern before Mrs. C and I.
Excellent. All right. Any other final thoughts from anybody, or should I get to the part everybody's been waiting for, the outro? Any last thoughts, Chris, you want to throw out? Or
No, this was great. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. This was awesome.
Thanks for coming on. Bo, you got any last words?
No. Mike were here, I'd talk over him, but
yeah. Yeah. Poe did his best final thoughts while Mike was giving his final thoughts.
he would ask me, I would say something, and you'd get to him, and then he would say something that reminded me of something. I was like, oh, yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah. All right. So we are running into the best part of the show. So thanks for watching, everyone. Chris, thanks for coming on. You're welcome anytime you want to come on. Just fire off a message. If you're got a Sunday night where Mrs. Crispy's got something going on, you're going to be at home bored, let us know. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Everybody have a
I'm
safe
down.
Memorial Day. Don't drink and drive, et cetera, and just have fun.
Yeah,
Have a
be good, guys.
Yeah.
If you're going to somebody's mom's house, don't drink first.
Right. It might help, but just don't drive.
If you got my mom, it might help.
Take an Uber to Mike's mom's house.
Take an Uber to Mike's mom. They're having a Memorial Day sale, free border crossing if you're going to Mike's mom's house. All right. Thanks for watching.
Be a lot of wieners with that
Bye,
one.
guys.
Good night.
See ya.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. We hope to see you next week.
Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid. Yeah, the retro game stories. You know what they did. From Atari to Zaxxon, every secret unwound. Best closing credits theme. The baddest around. Flippers are flapping. The high scores in sight. Talking old consoles, day in and day out. Through the night, every button pressed, every cartridge blown clean. Reliving the glory on a glowing screen. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid. Yeah, the retro game stories. You know what they did. From Atari to Zaxxon, every secret unwound. Best closing credits theme. The baddest around. No cheat codes needed, just passion and fun. For every true gamer till the podcast is done. So power down slowly until next week's show. With Poe and Offgrid, where the good times just flow. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid. Yeah, the retro game stories. You know what they did. From Atari to Zaxxon, every secret unwound. Best closing credits theme. The baddest around.